Hey guys, so it is really exciting news today. I mean, it's like actually it's been a really good geeky, nerdy life week this week. So, I know it's like Thursday. I don't even know when Game of Thrones news came out. I've to be honest, I've been really crazy lately. I mean okay crazy. Like I finally went to the chiropractor and the doctor about my shoulder. Apparently, I'm a little screwed up. I mean, I know I was screwed up, but I didn't realize how screwed up until the chiro was like, whoa, 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 we need to fix you. It was kind of bad. He showed me my x-rays, and even I was like, oh, look that great. Anyways, besides the point, nerd news. So it's been crazy. We had seen small glimpses of Game of Thrones, and and they just today, Thursday, I believe, they just revealed that those stills of like a couple of the characters. I can't remember all the characters. I know it was Sansa, Cersei. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, Dany, Sir Davos was on there. Grey Worm, Jamie. And I think there was at least 10. I'm pretty sure Arya. I think Arya was there. I can't remember who the other. Probably, of course, Jon Snow. I bet you Jon Snow. But I don't remember. It was this morning. That was like one of the first things I saw this morning. Actually, no, I backtrack. But I'll lead into that later. So it was like the first thing saw when I got to work was those stills, and a lot of people give Sansa so much hate, and I was a Sansa hater too. I mean, like the first few, especially the first book, she's just a prissy little noble-born girl who's, I'm gonna marry the prince and a lot of da da da, and there's your chapters in the book, because I am a book reader of Game of Thrones. I read the books before I watched the TV show, and her character is just annoying in the first season and the first book, but God, I think her character has developed a lot, and I really it's one of her chapters is pretty much one of one of the ones that I'm really looking forward to if George R.R. Martin ever finishes the books. Hopefully. Maybe. But, so that was exciting. And then the still where Arya is like, OMG, there's a dragon. Like that, it's very subtle, but it just looked amazing. And then I had YouTube on my cell phone at work when I was doing some data entry. So I was listening to the video, but I really I wasn't watching it, because a lot of times I put my headphones on, I listen, but I'm not exactly looking at my phone. I'm just doing stuff on the computer. But what made me look at my cell phone was that he was like, did you look at the people in the back behind Arya that are going, oh my God? I mean, if you've never seen a dragon, that would probably be most people. Either people are going to be in awe or they're going to be in terror. And so, rewatching that scene, I did look at the people behind Arya, and they were just going, WTF, what the hell is that? And which is, probably a reasonable reaction to seeing a fire-breathing dragon when you've never seen one before. So I am so excited about Game of Thrones. My friend Patrick, I'll blame Patrick, he got me into the books. Because I'm not really a TV watcher. I read more and now I listen to Audible more than I actually physically sit down in front of a TV. But he was like, I'm like, what are you guys all talking about the Game of Thrones? And he's like, well, there's the books. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, then I started reading the books before I watched the TV show, and then I'm addicted. I have to say, Star Wars and Game of Thrones are probably and Harry Potter are my two favorite things. Three. I said Harry Potter, so I added Harry Potter. Three of my favorite fandoms. So I'm super excited for April 14th. Pretty sure, yeah, April 14th, yeah, the day before tax day. Because that's the first episode of the last season, and it's I really think I should go to the doctor and get Xanax, because I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. I'm going to be insane every Sunday night for, was it 6 episodes? So 6 weeks. So, but oh my gosh, I can't wait. So another big thing, and this genre is, not genre, Dune is so weird. Like, not a lot of people, like, a lot of people know of Dune, but it's like, if you put it on like a scale, like comparing it to like Star Wars or Star Trek, and I mean, like, I don't even know these days, like, how much do kids know of science fiction? You know, I'm in my mid-30s. Yeah, I know. Like, how much do kids really still read science fiction? Like the generations younger, I have no idea. If you're like younger than me and like are hardcore into science fiction, let me know, because like I feel like Dune was one of those novels that my father gave me. I pretty much still have upstairs the copy my father, I'm not really sure if he gave me or if I just kind of took it, but anyways, I still have that copy. It's one of my treasured copies, and I loved it. You know, I can't say that I finished it in high school. I mean, no, I finished Dune in high school. I didn't finish the series until, like, I didn't finish the last book, and slipping what it's called, the 6th book, because I know his son did like a collaboration with, was it Kevin J. Anderson, I think? I can't remember. I've read like 2 of those books, but Frank Herbert's Dune 1 through 6, I didn't finish the 6th book until like my late 20s. Yeah, I mean, Dune is kind of hard. Like, I think, not hard, but it's not like Star Wars, where the stories are kind of, not simple, but it's good, but it's simple to easy to follow. You don't really have to use your brain to think when you like experience Star Wars. Dune, you really kind of have to think just a little bit. He does go a little philosophical. He goes sometimes on like the really weird end, and you're like, Frank, I don't know what drug of choice was back then. I don't know, opium, but lay it down. But I absolutely love, and yeah, I don't even know who the director is. I know who he is, I just can't remember his name, because I'm not really huge with directors. What he did, God, my brain just completely just went, God, he directed that film, and it's driving me crazy, because I can see anyways, he did that other movie, he's doing this movie, yes, that's fairly good. I'm excited. I read the books in high school, and I think high school is actually when the sci-fi, when it used to actually be SCIFI, not, or is it sci-y or whatever? I have no idea what it is now. But they did it in a TV miniseries that I really liked. I felt like it, you know, of course it's an adaptation, so it's not going to be 100% pure to the book, but I think they did a good job. And so, and I watched the 1984 version, and that, you know, I know it's a cult classic, and I'm like, but I didn't really like it. It's just weird. But hearing, and I've known that I followed a couple of rumors, like I forgot, someone was saying that they were going to do it a few years ago, an adaptation of Dune, but I think that fizzled out, and I think the director that got it bought the rights to it, and now he's adapting it. And like right now, his like cast is insane. There's some that I'm like, good choices. Some I'm like, I don't know, like Gurney Halleck is actually well, sci-fi version got it better, but like 1984's version is like, Patrick Stewart is a beautiful human being. Like, not like classically, he's not like, well, no, I would do, but anyways, he's not an ugly lump of a man, and neither is Josh Brolin. I mean, he's a lot of lump of something, but it's not a lump of ugly lump. Like, he's a really nice lump. He's a little older, but he's really nice looking, and like also Aquaman, Jason Momoa, like that dude did, like, to me, like, and Jason was like, Gurney is casted as I mean, Josh Brolin. Did I say Jason? Anyways, he's casted as Gurney Halleck. Then Jason Momoa is cast as Duncan Idaho. Well, like, I don't remember 1984's version of Duncan. Sci-Fi's version, I think it was, I mean, not a no-name, but I pretty much think it was a no-name actor who played him. But he had kind of that, I don't know, he seemed more cat-like. And I'm like, someone's like, well, Jason Momoa is cat-like. I'm like, he's like a panther, or like, I mean, not a panther, like a lion. You know, like, to me, like, Duncan is, like, I almost think Oscar Isaac, who's casted as Leto Atreides, Paul's father, is more cat-like. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, and when I was, like, talking to one of my friends, I was like, you know, if you read the books, like, Paul is supposed to be, like kind of, like his grandfather, who's, you know, kind of maybe Spanish. Like, I guess I always got Spanish because like, his grandfather fought that bull, and the bull killed him. And so I think, like, the Spanish matadors, you know, and the dark skin and dark complexion, and, you know, and the lady they casted for Lady Jessica looked really pretty. I mean, I didn't think beauty-wise Lady Jessica in the sci-fi version was that beautiful. I didn't like Children of the Dunes Jessica. I thought she just didn't, to me, portray Lady Jessica, but, or in my head was not Lady Jessica, but, Chaney, I mean, I forgot who they got. I think it's some chick, like, singer or whatever. And I'm trying to think some of the other castings, but now it's escaping me. But those are the two that I was like, huh. You know, Oscar Isaac is good. I love him. He's amazing. They have a lot of what's his face? Skarsgård. I forgot his first name. He's playing Valdemar Harkonnen, the Baron Harkonnen, and it would be interesting to see him. He's a good actor, so it's going to be fun to see him portray the Baron. And then what's his name? Anyways, there's a lot of good castings that I'm forgetting people's names because I'm just tired, but but I'm excited, you know, and it'll be like Dune has always had a special place in my heart. So I really am super excited. I love creatures. Like, I've always liked creatures like Godzilla and like all the kaijus, hence the Kaiju Bite name. And then even though, like, sandworms are not kaijus, I've always loved the sandworms. I think that was, like, one of my favorite aspects of the stories is how the sandworms, like, how they played in, you know, the spice and just the whole, they're essential to the story in a way. And so definitely excited for that. I can't remember when they're saying that it's coming out. And I think there's a few, like, small, I think they have a few castings that they're still going to fill. So it'll be interesting. And so I'm an erratic sleeper. Like, sometimes I can, like, the night before, I went to bed at 8:30 at night. No, 9 o'clock. Woke up at 5. That's a good night's sleep for me. This morning I wake up at 2:30. I'm like, why am I up at 2:30? but like, so naturally what I do is I grab my phone and I, like, just scroll until I get tired again, and then I go back to sleep. Well, in my scrolling, apparently Disney just freaking lands this huge bomb on us and goes boom. And it says, look at this. Galaxy's Edge is out. Woo! All these pictures and craziness and not costumes, like the cast. I think the cast member stuff I think happened the night before. I don't know. It's all blurring together. But it's like, oh my God. So we really got a lot of looks into the cast members' costumes. And it's funny because, you know, I'm with the 501st, and, like, some people were like, oh my God, new costumes. And, like, people were like, no, these are not movie costumes. Like, because someone was like, well, maybe we don't have boots. I was like, no, the First Order still has boots. They're not expecting cast members to wear tall boots all freaking 8-10 hour shifts. I don't know how long their shifts are, because that would just be like cruel punishment. Because if you've ever worn tall boots, that's like, I mean, unless you have a really nice pair of boots, that's crazy. So, you know, the Rise of the Resistance ride and like the other ride, the Millennium Falcon, you got to see the cast members' costumes like for the cantina and some of the other sections. They all look pretty good, all very Star Wars, you know, like, and so I really, like, if I honestly wasn't getting married this year, I'd be like, we're taking a week off and going to Disneyland opening weekend. But it's called #responsibilities, so we can't do that. So, because we're taking a lot of leave this year, and yes, can't do it. I really, really want to go to Disneyland. I have not been since I was like 7, 8. So I really want to go, not just because it's Galaxy's Edge opening up this year, but I just want to go back to Disneyland. And, but yeah, so, you know, of course, you know, like one of my friends mentioned, he's like, it seems like every news article is like offering something different. Like it's like you don't have like one comprehensive article yet. And I was like, yeah, I noticed that. Like one article talked about costumes, the other article talked about the rides and what to expect, and then like another article offered all the food. And you know, I think as the day progressed, like some of the stories were condensing and stuff like that. But like so yeah, like the article that I read, I can't remember what news channel it was. It stated, you know, about the rides and going more depth about the rides. And then like Disney Food Blog had posted on their blog, not on their YouTube channel, about the food. And you know me, I like food. So that was the article I was more concerned about. So they have, of course, blue milk, blue and green milk. So blue from original trilogy, green milk from new trilogy. I thought that was clever. It looks really good. And then all their drinks, their cocktail drinks, the food menu, like, I mean, the food menu to me was just like, like nothing stood out on like the regular, like the entree, in the photos, like stood out. I mean, they had like ribs and these really like interesting like cakes. Like one's raspberry, and I hate raspberries, but I'll probably try it anyways. Like, and then the other was chocolate. So of course I'll go for a chocolate, and I'll try the raspberry just so that it cements that I hate raspberries. But I always try it. I always try raspberry stuff, and I always hate raspberry. So yeah, there was a lot of like just good looking food. Like there was like a fish entree. It looks like you know, the ribs are probably what I was like more focused on. It's like the only one I remember besides the fish, and I think there was like a chicken entree. Anyways, that's usually what they have: meat, chicken, fish, and a veggie platter. But they all look so good, and the cantina looks like drinks looked amazing. I'm excited. I am so jealous of any of y'all who are going to be there opening weekend. We're hoping that, you know, our honeymoon is in December, so we're hoping that Galaxy's Edge is open. I mean, and it sounds like they've progressed very fast with their construction, like they're ahead of schedule apparently. So I'm like, maybe, hopefully. And like people are like, so some people are like, I want to wait to go to Disney until after. I'm like, to be honest, I'm like, it's going to be busy, like for years. I'm like, why wait to go to Disney World? Just go every year. Like, to be honest, hopefully like 2020, I'm like, maybe for my 36th birthday, we'll go to Disneyland next year, and then it'll be fun. But yeah, so this year, I'll be able to hit up Disney World, and I'm gonna be so excited. You know, like the article said that, I forgot, that one of the Imagineers, I think, was quoted saying like something like, pretty much grown men are gonna cry. I'm gonna add weep their pants, like pee their pants. So excited. I added the last section, but she definitely did say that they were gonna weep, and I probably will cry. Like I'll probably like bawl like a baby. But I am. This has been an exciting nerd week. Oh, and Universal tried to say, hey, hold my little beer and said that they have, I mean, it's not really that exciting. But I think Hagrid's new ride news announcement was like a week and a half ago, which is exciting. I really wish I could also go. I think June 13th, Hagrid's ride is supposed to open up, and it looks pretty good. And then today they announced that there's going to be like a Dark Mark show on the Hogwarts Castle at Universal. So I'm like really excited. I'm so disappointed we didn't get to go in January to Universal because I love, like, there's like two parts of my heart when it comes to like theme parks. Like, this is Disney and this is Universal. Well, maybe Disney is a little bit bigger than the Universal side, but definitely I love Universal as much as I do love Disney. So, and we get to go to both on our honeymoon. We're doing six nights Disney, 7 nights, Sunday to Saturday at Disney, then Saturday to Thursday, Monday, no, Thursday to, Saturday, I don't know anymore. We're going to spend 5 nights at Universal, so it's going to be awesome. But I mean, that's kind of like my nerd recap. I mean, it's been an exciting week for nerds this week, and I can't wait to go. Like, I guess Star Wars Celebration, like, they've announced a lot more guests, and I'm pretty excited that they have some of the original trilogy. And I mean, unfortunately, because we all get older, there's not as many of them anymore, So they have Julian Glover, and I've met Julian Glover. He might be, well, last time I met him, he was like 84, so he might be like 87 by now. He is a smoothie. Like, he still knows how to flirt. I'm like, you're old, but God, you're smooth. He's super sweet, and I even though I already have his autograph, I kind of want to get another selfie or photo or autograph by him again. And then Moff Gerajard. I forgot the actor's name who played him. He was the Return of the Jedi, Imperial, and what's the other? Oh, Captain Needa is gonna be there, and that's pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna get their autographs or photo op. I'm not sure yet. It's like I want one or the other. I hear like very rarely can I afford both at one convention, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna get. I know autographs usually have a little bit more value because you can resell it, but like if I buy an autograph, I don't resell it, so that aspect is kind of out the door. But then again, I don't really like photos of myself, so I'm like less tempted to get a photo op. But then photo ops you can split with your party, like, so if you have a few people. So I don't know if maybe like me and the fiance will get like photo ops. I don't know. We haven't decided. But Star Wars Celebration is around the corner. We have some crunch time to do our costumes. We have 2 snowtrooper costumes that we need to build, and then we have our bash costumes, our little swanky costumes that we need to get with the seamstress to get rolling on that. I still have not gotten fabric. It's been hard. Chris found his fabric first go. I'm still searching. I found a fabric I like, but I need to actually buy it. But it was $13 a yard, and they weren't having a sale on it. And I'm like, I need a sale. So I need to go and search, and hopefully they'll have better deals online. But until next time, guys, if you enjoy listening to me ramble sometimes, or my food blogs, hit subscribe, give me a like. It helps me and helps you to listen to a crazy woman talk. But until next time, guys, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye.